What do you think about the setup?
Yo, the setup is fire, man. It's fire.
No, not the setup of the chop shop. I'm talking about the phone with the
Oh
magnetic
yeah,
thing
this
with the
is
little
elite. This
tri
is
jump
elite.
off.
This is elite. This is elite. It's elite. Listen, there's so much technology out here right now. Is this retarded? It's OD.
When was the time that it? So I'm Ralph. This is the Chop Shop. This is a podcast about, I guess, things that just get me inspired personally. I have a lot of old trinkets and things that remind me of things. I have a very messed up memory. It's like a gift and a curse. Like I can remember everything in a deep way and not forget anything in a deep way. So I don't think people understand, but let's just say that I see my life in the tune of days that have happened in my life. This to me is a culmination of all of those different dates that I have in my head. And I know a lot of people don't see it that way, but from a superficial level, this place is like amazing. And with me is my next door neighbor, Ralph, who I've been blessed to have every day to the crib as if we were next door neighbors once more again. So I feel like I wanted to, I don't know, I guess just talk about some old things because I always feel like I have such useless information in my head that I could just unload here and maybe you could be entertained. I have no idea, but I got my next door neighbor, Ralph, AKA Poopy. Well, we'll just call him Ralph because I know he don't bang with that in 2024. What's up, man?
You.
So, so crazy that the technology got to the point where you're able to just like, this is crazy right now. This seriously feels
fire.
crazy how you could just like, do you see the tripod? That's very, you see the tripod?
This is fire. This is fire. I'm just getting a lot of ideas. I'm getting a lot of ideas with that.
Oh
You
yeah?
can do all type of angles and shit like that. With
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna, and that's the thing. We want to show this as the event space beauty that this is, where you could turn around sideways. We're on a pool table, by the way. We're on a pool table, so like the back that you see, this is where we play a lot of video games. I'll show you that another time. We're gonna focus on isolate different items that are here that will probably trigger a memory, a moment in time where I'm able to tell you like what songs were out, what grade I was in, what I was wearing, whatever. But I wanted to have Ralph over here because probably statistically speaking, even though he's not here on the weekends, per weekly, since he comes every day, Monday through Friday, he probably has been here the most, and he's probably seen the biggest transformation. And when I did get the Chop Shop, and one day I will talk about the origin of like why this place became the place that it became. I think I let you come here maybe like 3 months after I got it, so you didn't see like when this was a pile of garbage and then it was clear,
Right.
which was crazy, and then it had
Right.
like next to nothing. And everything was bare bones, but we were just happy. We had space. Like, this is fire. And I remember, just like if you remember when I lived with Kuyaran 20 years ago, and I first moved in, one of the first weeks that I went there, we immediately got a pool table. Like, we didn't even care about the furniture. We didn't even. So that was literally the same thing that I did
Yeah,
here.
we took a trip to Boston and went and go got that.
Right.
Brought it back.
So this literally has the same origin story. My wife comes in here and she's like, wow, we could put in like all our cars, we could put like as storage. I went right on Craigslist and looked for a pool table. I had one the next day. But it was in pieces in the corner.
Right.
And it looked like it was like, ugh, this is not, and the felt was off. Right? So it was like the felt looking like a blanket that just has been disheveled. All the pieces of this, and I'm like, I can't put Humpty back together again, but shout out to Wayne, one of the originators over here. I definitely wanted to shout you out because you weren't here long enough to see it, so hopefully one day you come in here and you see what it became. But anyway, I acquired this property in November 2020. That's another conversation in of itself, but I just remember during the holiday season of 2020, you started coming in here, and I think you only came every Thursday, right?
Something like that.
you came every Thursday, and then I didn't really tell you a lot of details of what this is, but I just kind of told you like there's a spot that we could just chill with all the time. What were your first recollections of what the Chop Shop was for you at that moment in time, December 2020?
In the beginning,
In the beginning, when you first like,
I
because
said I looked at the space. I said, "Yo, we could do a lot with this." You know what I'm saying? It could be a nice little hangout spot. We can, utilize it as we want. Have us men in here just chilling, just vent out, talk about the day, or whatever the case may be. In the beginning, it was just I knew it was going to be turning out to be something because how creative you are. I already knew that you're going to be saying in your mind what to do and how to do it and how to execute it. So, that's it. I'm just liking how it turned out to be, but I didn't know it was going to turn out like this.
I didn't know it was going to, I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think I'm nearly done. Like there's so many things that bother me. I just realized where I'm going to put the Mona Lisa. You see where that?
Oh, the Lego Mona Lisa?
You see where that Made in America 2016 hat is hanging?
Yeah.
I'm putting it right there.
All right.
Yeah, that looks like the spot that it was meant to always be at. Because when you see it right banging on the light,
bang, right
and we'll
there.
show you when I'm done with it. But you see what I'm saying, right?
Yeah. Right there, bang.
It's gonna be wild. So, going back to December 2020, when you said like, okay, this place had potential, how would you describe it in comparison to what it was December 2020? And we're speaking now, third week in November 2024.
Like, if you compare and contrast those times, it was like from the ground up. It was like from the soil to the building. It's like, in the beginning, it was just like a lot of, extraness around. There wasn't really nothing to say that it was something but space. You know what I'm saying? You had a lot of space. You had a lot of things to maneuver, this and that. But now, since you got the fucking video games over there, you got that over there, you can have kids over eating pizza or eating good over here. You have all the TVs, you can watch all the games in here. You can go over here if you want to, take a nap. You can go to the beanbag, you can take a nap over there. All of that. So
He said he don't need me here. That's basically what you're saying. You don't need me here anymore because it's like, well, you know how to cook, you know how to do,
yeah,
you know how
we
to
got
get
the air fryer over there. We got the air fryer outside of here. You know what I'm saying? Or if you want to just pull up with your own food, you can eat and then go to sleep, take a nap. You can start drinking, you can smoke. All the manly endeavors that we like to do.
He said endeavors. So I want to keep this short and sweet because, I just want us to get into the habit of like really doing this every day. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know where to angle this, but I do want to select a piece so we can kind of like talk about it at some point. But like I'm just looking around. There's so many. Like I have so much. Like the way I see it is because you might look at it as like this is the Sistine Chapel. This is complete already.
Yeah.
I personally don't see it that way at all.
You still got more work to do?
Oh my God, I got. Like to me, this is 40% complete.
Wow.
You see, I don't rest when it comes to like doing something here, right? So even today, we'll just talk about. So shout out to Caesar in August. He gave me this. I forget what the specific desk is called, but I'll show it at some point. But it's like a foldable. It's a desk that looks so beautiful. It's probably better than any desk I've ever owned in my life, right? It pulls out. And the fact that it's better than anything I've ever owned and somebody charitably gave it to me because of how much respect they have at this spot is insane. But I guess if I had to pinpoint one specific thing that really tickles my fancy that I want to speak out is the Aura frame, which you've been pretty like fascinated about like the changes in it recently.
Oh, the Aura frame?
Yeah, it really grabs you. Like, what?
I don't know what it is. It's something about it that just makes you just focus on it for some stupid reason.
I don't think
want
it's
to
a
say
stupid reason.
but it's just some reason about when I sit over here. I watch the TV and then I happen to glance at all the pictures that's in there, and I got a couple of pictures of me in there, and that's fine, and I look at all the other pictures that's in there that's intrigued in your life, like from the champions, which is the Kellenberg champions in there. You got that. You got Jeff's wedding in there. You got, like I said, a couple pictures of me, a couple pictures of your kids. It's cool. I'm thinking about getting that for my wife for Christmas.
Is it because it's like the gift that keeps on giving, which means that you give it to her, it's like you give it to us?
Basically. Basically.
That's a married trick, yo. That's what you do when you like really want something. But who's not gonna love that?
Right.
Right?
And I already have ideas of how I'm gonna set it up too.
Nice.
Like
nice.
how she's gonna walk into it like, yo, what is that? And then she's gonna see all our pictures, our wedding pictures and everything like that, and all our pictures from all our trips we've been on. And
so you're gonna preload it?
Yeah.
Does that mean you're gonna bring it to the chop shop for diagnostics? Sounds like I'm gonna have to program that, not him.
Most likely, but as long as I get it done, and then when she pulls up and sees it, like it's gonna be by the Christmas tree or whatever, and she's gonna be like, "Oh, what's that?" It's like, Merry Christmas." She's gonna like that. I mean, that's not the only thing I'm gonna get her, but that's one of the things I have my eyes on.
So this is in vain of like how I identify myself in terms of like taking pictures. I'm the self-proclaimed iPhone king. Like I'm taking pictures, taking video, all of that.
Mm-hmm. You got hired for a wedding, right?
I did. But what I wanted to bring it back to is the reason why I got into photography is because of your fascination your freshman year in college of how you were into it. Because I wasn't into it at all until I saw what you was like into. And then I think I saw a picture of like my freshman roommate. His name was Gabe. He was Filipino. He's from New Jersey. Didn't work out ultimately. I was really homesick. I ended up leaving my dorm, coming back home. I remember I was crying. Meanwhile, the Yankees swept the Braves in the World Series. I'm out here crying, like wishing I was still in high school. Like I was so hurt. But anyway, I just remember I had a roommate named Gabe at the time, and Ralph wanted to take pictures at a local park with me and him playing basketball, and they came out like, damn, that's beautiful. I wish we still had that, because that would be, seeing me what I looked like at 19 playing basketball. That would be something that'd be very invaluable to me. But I realized that since I don't have access to that picture, and we have such access to taking pictures with your phone freely, I thought it was just my duty to just continue to keep documenting in a cinematic way and be able to share it via the Aura frame, via Polaroids that I make, via the 4x6 printer that I have. And I think the Aura frame, it kind of just makes sense. You take all these pictures for what? So you could go like this and show like on your, you want to
post those.
You want to see it.
You want to put it somewhere.
It's just more like, oh damn. You had like, even the ones that you aren't associated with, you just like, damn, that looked like a memory right there.
Yeah, right.
Looks like y'all were having really a lot of good
time.
And
right.
you feel like you know Jeff better because you see how, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you see my look at that. Look at them little kids. They not like that no more. Mason was a little noob. Anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to talk about this Aura frame. This thing is super special because I won it on eBay for less than $20. It's like normally $150, that's a good price, because I'll tell you, for somebody that is not into tech, right, like a grandparent, when you get this thing, you can remotely just keep adding unlimited.
Fire.
So you're not gonna have, they're just gonna be like, oh, they played at the park. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely suggest that, auraframe.com. I think aura.com. Digital frames are beautiful. And I haven't even showed you all the different things that you could do. You can leave one picture for a day, like it's a frame.
Right.
But I don't need to do all that, because we're gonna get into the Roku TV backdrops, because that's elite.
Right,
as well, because it's like, I'm gonna start hanging out my favorite albums
and putting them up there.
Yeah.
And just having them on every screen.
Absolutely. When we start talking about whatever and the inspiration, that's definitely so crazy how many different props. The only regret that I have is that I wish all of these TVs were Roku TVs, but
right now we on that Jay-Z album.
Yeah, so we just listened to American Gangster. I just want to let y'all know where I'm at. In my 20s, I ran 7 marathons, and for some inexplicable reason, I saw my boy, and he's like, I'm like, what are you doing for your 44th birthday? Because he knows my favorite number is 44. It's like, I'm running the marathon with you. And I went, no, don't say that. He's like, come on, man, you're turning 44. I went, "You right," and that like snapped me into like running mode. And I'm proud to say that ever since volleyball season ended, I ran not 7 straight days because I took a day off on Sunday, but I've been running every day, right? Without fail. I'm super motivated, and I listen to an album every day just so I can listen to an album, and music really helps in this situation. But today I listened to American Gangster, and we were just listening to American Gangster while we were playing pool. When was the last time you heard that, and like what kind of feelings did I? Because I also said something crazy where you were looking at me like, "This is the best Neptune song." Like, I think you hear it for yourself. The record speaks for itself.
Yeah, the record speaks for itself, but you know, Pharrell did a lot more better beats in that one in particular. But
I'm talking about the beats of him saying what he's saying.
Well, you know, Jay-Z got he got the double entendres and he got the bars, so you know he's nice. So I mean, it is what it is. And that particular album, I already know that he was inspired by the movie. Obviously, clearly, it was, you know, he you know, he's inspired by the movie, took in the movie, and then created that album. So, and it has happened to be a big time classic as far as lyrics. That's one of the biggest lyrical album probably in his whole entire career, maybe. Because he really barked on that album.
I think it's his. So we're talking about
American Gangster.
American Gangster, inspired by the movie that came of the same name.
Denzel Washington.
Yep, Denzel Washington, came out November 2007. And I only remember that etched in my mind is because I left Hofstra University after working there for like 6 years. I ended up subsequently moving to Arizona. And I just remember that time period, which was 2007, which would be at this point almost 18 years ago. 17 years, like technically right now, but 18 years when the new year comes in. So it's a very special album, like what he was saying. I just think Jay-Z coming fresh off retirement, coming out with Kingdom Come, like seeing like, okay, people think it's a dud. All right, let me remove all doubt on top of the inspiration he probably had with the movie.
Kingdom Come was a great album too.
Kingdom Come is definitely fire. American Gangster. My only thing with American Gangster is that he invented like 7 new flows. Like, we were playing pool, we went all the way up to I Know, which to me I consider the greatest Neptune song of all time, only because it's juxtaposed with Jay-Z's exquisite lyrics. He's throwing it off the backboard, he doing a reverse, he cooking. Yeah,
he was cooking.
He cooking. But the next song after that is When You're Blue and You Got Nothing to Do, hit him with the party life. I mean, that song is insanely crazy.
Yeah. I told you that.
When he's like, so tall and lanky, my suit, it should thank me.
Right.
It's quiet. To me, that's like a lyrical masterpiece. 444 is my favorite album.
Right.
On top of Blueprint.
Okay.
But American Gangster, it's not my favorite, but it definitely is his best lyrical album to me.
Right.
You know, just somebody that listens to Jay-Z quite often.
Quite often. A lot. A whole lot.
I mean, you're here too. So we'll wrap this up. This was a good first episode. Obviously, like I said, we're going to get into the space. We're going to show you some objects, and you know, maybe you're going to think that I'm just a hoarder, an organized hoarder. That could be the case, but in any event, this is our first installment. We're going to get to it because we got an arcade machine. We got the. We'll let you know next time.
Peace.